Clidia is a beautiful name, and I'm tired of everybody making fun of it. I named my daughter Clidia because I've always loved the name Lydia, but I have a name. My name is Cass. So I was
Chlamydia.
like, I want my daughter to have a sound at the beginning of her name. So
her
I was
nickname
like,
is Clit.
how about I just add a C in front of Clidia?
There's where you went wrong, you dumb bitch.
Clidia. And I thought that really flowed off the tongue well. And so I went with it. And she's made fun of a lot at school. And I've always wondered, why are these kids so mean? Like, my God, it's a name. It's a beautiful name.
You.
And now I'm realizing, after posting TikToks about her, I'm realizing that they're learning to bully my daughter from their parents. Because these adults on this app, they're rude. I cannot believe how disrespectful people can be.
First
Lydia
of all,
is a beautiful name.
First of all, I named my son Cumrag, and everyone hates him, and they're mean and bullying him.
because my name starts with a C.
Cumrag is a beautiful name.
His name was Umrag, but then
Cumrag.
I have a C in front of my name. It's
I mean, her nicknames are Clit.
First of all, you look like a preschool
Chlamydia.
teacher that teaches like at the church preschool, not like
in
regular.
the basement. You're like, all the kids come to the basement to be indoctrinated. Like, you named her Chlamydia, and you're wondering why.
It's either clit or chlamydia, but it's the same thing. Like, girl, you sound like a drug. You sound like a drug.
Well, you sound
like a venereal disease and a pussy. I'm sorry. Like,
and like you were on drugs when you named her.
and she's like, it's a beautiful name. Girl, it's not.
It's not beautiful.
Fetch is not going to happen in this situation, okay?
Beautiful to whom? I would say not to anyone I know.
I liked Lydia. First of all,
Lydia's
also,
horrible name.
Have you watched The Handmaid's Tale? Like, girl.
Aunt Lydia. Like, there are people trying to do things with... This gum is like bothering me. I'm like...
There are people trying to...
Like, I started to slip, and I'm like... I literally started focusing.
Tried to catch it in your mouth. Yeah.
So I was trying to be like, don't make noises with the gum, so that I could not speak after that.
At this point, I like the noises.
You know what I'm tired of?
You know what I mean? My name's Clidia. Like, can you imagine her introducing herself? What's her last name, too? It's like Butts.
Clidia
My
Butts.
name's Clidia Butts. It's like...
I'm tired of the modern name thing because, you know, the Kaylee, the spelling, like the GHs,
Brayley.
The Brayley. There's a ton of names like that.
There's so many funny... people are funny.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Not Well. I'm Bobby.
I'm Jem.
And that was a little fun introduction, but here's the thing. I'm really not fucking happy.
You're not well. You're not well.
I am not well. You might as well call me Clidia. Because...
Aunt Clidia.
Some motherfucker stole from me today.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to leave it up to you to guess.
I'll show you the video. Right here's the video. Now, they're wearing a Kansas City Chiefs hat, so they probably stole that off a porch for winning the championship.
Yep.
Our shoes are probably stolen, and
the bike looks a little nice for someone just riding around.
If I'm being honest with you,
packages.
I was ready to drive around this fucking neighbor. I did. I'm not going to lie to you. I went all the way down to the East Market and back.
You weren't just ready.
I wasn't ready. I did, and I was going to see that motherfucker. I was going to jump out of the car and take him out. You don't steal blankets off of my fucking porch.
That's where you drive up next to them, right next to them, and then slam open your door and knock them off
What's
the
up,
bike.
motherfucker?
Yeah, like, oops.
Like, I'm done with that shit. Don't steal. Do you need $5? I'll give you $5. Don't steal my goddamn blankets.
I mean, I don't understand when this became a thing that you just steal packages off of porches.
Well,
because, like, go to the store and steal from corporations, not individuals in your neighborhood.
You can steal up to $10,000 before you get arrested. So go to Target.
And load up your cart and walk out.
Also,
and put
you
it
don't
in.
even know what you're getting. You could be getting fucking baby diaper or like.
To me, the things that we recently ordered a mirror for our shower. Mm-hmm. Why would you steal that and want that? You don't want that.
No, you don't want that.
You can't sell. It was $10 on Amazon.
They're not even trying to. I don't even know what they're trying to do. I guess they can get some. I mean, I guess.
So they think if they get a nice thing,
right? Like, oh, here's a GoPro.
But like, they're gonna open that and have a blanket.
Well, I guess the drug dealers. So here's how it works. This is what I learned when we first got stolen from when we first moved here. The drug dealers.
Been many times.
Yeah, it's been like 3 or 4. The drug dealer will then take that GoPro, give the guy drugs and a little bit of cash, but not a lot, like $10, and here's some drugs. So the guy can have his tweak, and then this guy then takes this GoPro, the pimp guy or whatever the fuck, the drug dealer goes to the pawn shop with the GoPro and then makes $150. So it's all a big scheme, and they're driving around their little motherfucking like fake ass Escalades, or not Escalades, they're like,
oh my god, I know.
Like Chevy
they
Tahoes,
take them to shops
like,
and then like put.
Girl,
I know.
I'm done.
It's embarrassing.
So
Now, I thought you had a policy where all packages are thrown over the back fence.
I do for Amazon.
Okay.
The problem is this was the USPS. So now I'm gonna have a big note on the front door, but then I don't want
they're gonna realize they're gonna climb the fence. Yeah.
Right.
They would just climb the fence and be like, okay, there's 5 packages back here.
Unless I put it so small on the door that like the mailman will see it or the UPS guy would see it.
And then from the street you can't see it.
Right. Like it just kind of looks.
Unless at this point you're on their list of like frequent ones to hit.
Yeah.
They're like this house always gets packages.
I'm done.
I mean,
so I have to just send them to work, but that's worse because then I'm like every day I'm getting a package and people think I'm like spending all my money on stuff, and I am. But
now, since I moved in May 2021, 0 packages have been stolen from my porch,
and that's fine. And that's you live on a great street.
We do. You're lucky. We're blessed.
You're blessed.
We're blessed.
You're blessed.
We're blessed.
For us, we're still working on it. We do have like a lot of big houses on the street, but then we also like I don't know why. Actually, there's a lot of
they're all
$500,000, which I mean, this day and age, but
I know, right?
That's like a 2-bedroom.
It's so
walk
sad.
up.
My friend is trying to get a house.
That was terrible.
And I didn't even ask her budget, but I was like, but you know, she has money. Like she can get a house. I think she could afford a $500,000 house. But I'm looking on Zillow and like I found 2 houses in the good areas that were that price.
We could sell this house for 6, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, with that new thing going up over there's a whole big apartment complex. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
It's huge.
They need to get a grocery store out here.
I think they're going to do that next.
Like,
a lot of the gays,
they're going to be renting apartments.
We're going to be on Grindr with all the new apartments.
That's a good point.
It's good. It's great. Sniffies will be hopping. Also, I heard a story. This is from Colleen at work. Apparently, there was a 13-year-old Kia boy, and she doesn't know if it happened here, but I think it's a very interesting story.
What's Kia? Like the car?
The Kia boys who go around and stealing Kias and then wrecking them.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I heard about this.
This is real everywhere.
Like a couple
in
months.
America.
Yeah, I remember.
Like, they all steal because they could...
2 people in Columbus are facing felony charges after police say they kidnapped a 13-year-old boy after allegedly catching him inside their Kia. Police say the suspects forced the boy into their home at gunpoint and demanded $3,000 from the victim's father in ransom.
The boy told police he was inside Prack's vehicle when he was confronted at gunpoint, assaulted, and forced inside the apartment. Police believe Prack called the boy's father and demanded $3,000 in ransom for the damage to her car. In the same parking lot where this incident happened, we saw a Hyundai parked with its window shattered and ignition torn apart.
Don't take justice into your own hands. But I do think it's evidence and a reflection of the frustration that people have, that they want to be able to maintain their livelihood and pay their bills, and they know that may not be able to happen if your car's stolen.
They found a way
they found a Hyundai and Kia have the same key.
They can like pop open the thing and then like use some
Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Is it Hyundai or
Hyundai?
Hyundai. Oh my!
I don't know how I feel about. I know it's like I feel like okay,
vindicated.
What do we got to do to get these kids to stop stealing? Take it in our own hands. Knock them out.
If you're under 18, you are under the responsibility of your parents. Like these parents are not paying attention to what their kids are doing.
If you're fucking 13 years old stealing a car,
where do they live?
Fuck.
Yeah, like if you're 13, where do they live? Do they live in their own apartment with their own income? No, they live under your house. You can keep them at home.
And the problem is, and again, well, first of all,
cell phones. Who's paying the cell phone bill? There's so many. It's like you are the parent. I think there's a lot of parents just ignoring their children, and then this happens.
This is why this is
why we need abortions. Like honestly, we have way too many people who shouldn't be parents.
Well, we live in Gilead now in Ohio, so you can even vote for something and it'll get ripped apart.
Yeah.
So
even if you vote for it,
even if the people say they want it, they're like, no, that's not what you want. Okay, so what's the point?
No.
What's the fucking point? So anyway, I'm really pissed off at the neighborly love that's happening around. If you need if you need some money, I'm not sucking these guys' dicks because they're probably musty, to be honest.
Oh God,
they're
I just
like
thought about
homeless dick. Like I'm not sorry. I'm not gonna suck a homeless dick. Sorry.
God. Oh God.
So anyway, I wanted to see if we had any voicemails. I mean, I'm sure.
Queen.
Because right now I'm not really that prepared, but I
have
kind of
topics.
I know, but I just want to kind of come in
hot.
Fuck it up.
Cute boys. Hi. Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Here's the thing.
Thatcher had some
weed. Do
weed.
you think all gay guys are like secretly like just raunchy, dirty, like sexual human beings? Because I'm not very sexual. I'm not very like sex seeking or intimate. But I was watching this podcast with this guy, and he was like a normal, quiet, like boring person. But as soon as the other person who was on the podcast unzipped his pants because they were too tight, he instantly turned into like this horny animal. Like, it was weird. And I think that all gay guys have that kind of like
annoying
or that tick or whatever you fucking call it. So let me know what you think about that. Do you think there are different types of sexual gay guys, or?
So yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah. You think there are different types? You think there are some that are just total?
It's like okay. Now, okay, ladies, think about when it's the end of the night and you're at the bar and the lights come on and all the straight men are walking at you like they can only see you with heat. And they're just like looking for you, like they're looking for any like, pussy to go home with.
Like, hey.
Gay guys have the same sense, but it's usually immediately and trigger. It's not, we don't wait till the end of the night. We're starting now.
No, it's like.
I definitely see it. I know you have it for sure. For sure. So for me, I'm kind of like Thatcher. I'd rather you.
Yeah.
The minute you start getting sexual with me, especially early,
you hate it.
Done. I'm not into you. But if I have to sort of like, like the one guy in New Orleans, the football guy, which didn't go anywhere, obviously, but like
I know,
because then I gave in and I was like, and then he was like, "You do this all the time, man." I'm like, you know what?
You're like, and
you're on notice,
and
all these people are on notice. I'm just telling you right now. Nobody knows, but like by summer, everyone's about to be fucked up from me.
Yeah, you're getting fucked. You're making the rounds.
Oh, I'm gonna be a total heartbreaker.
I know, because by summer, honey,
I'm not gonna be able to see. Well, I'm not going to be able to see.
People are going to look up while they're sucking your dick and see your eyes, not your stomach.
They're going to be able to look at my eyes.
Yeah.
And you're going to look me in the face.
Yep. It's going to happen.
But yeah, like I feel like you I mean, you see somebody and you zero in. That's what.
Oh yeah.
That's when I get frustrated with you because I'm like, hello, we're still talking about like we're in the middle of a motherfucking conversation about like life. Like I'm like, I hate my life, and you're like, hot guy. Hi. Oh my God, I love your nail. Where'd you get this ring, Tiffany's? Oh my God.
Wait, what guy was that? There was a guy with a good ring.
It's fucking Lars or whatever his name was from New Orleans.
Lars.
What was his name? Ethan. Liam. Couldn't think of
him. Okay, I thought there was someone else.
No, because you're like, I love your rings. And then all of a sudden it's like, this is you. And I'm like, this bitch, I'm literally telling him I'm losing my life and he doesn't care.
Honey, this was so far deep into this was at like 4 hours after a hand grenade.
Alcohol,
5 different drinks there because they were like, do you want more seltzers? Here's another I was like.
Yeah, I think they were trying to rape us.
Is that honestly, why? Oh yeah, they did invite us back to the, wait. But I do think there are certain guys that really are just, there are gay men who have absolutely zero sexual energy and they're not asexual. Like they've never claimed to be.
No.
Like they said they've hooked up with people, but I know some guys that I like meet them. I don't get any sexual energy from. Do you want to know one of them? And I think it's because we're in the wrong age range.
Oh,
you know who? He has no sexual energy at all.
No.
You can talk to him the whole night and he's just like, aha! And raises his eyebrows like,
honestly, you're absolutely right.
Like, but there's no tingle. There's no feeling of like he could be flirty and he could be this.
But even if these people are flirty with the people that they want to be flirty with, it's awkward.
You still don't feel it, right? Like, you know who else?
Hey.
And he's not gay, but like no sexual energy there.
Okay, so there's
a lot of guys that like are not asexual. Like they like to have sex, they want to have sex, but they don't have any energy themselves.
None. I actually have a new theory on straight guys.
Yeah.
I think none of them know how to fuck.
Agree.
Like they've had 2 pussies in their life and fingered 4, and it's like, and they think that they're so good at everything, and I'm like, honey, you don't even know anything.
And these straight guys who are like, I get tons of girls, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, you went home at 1:30 blacked out with some girl. You have no idea how good the sex was, or if she even liked it. You didn't follow up. You didn't talk to her friends later. You didn't ask her later.
Guys are such assholes.
Like you were probably terrible at it.
You're so gross.
You probably had whiskey dick. Like you're probably not good.
You're probably farting. Like it's just,
yeah,
you're disgusting.
I know.
You're fucking
straight
disgusting.
Guys are gross. Yeah, gross. Like toenail fungus, the whole 9 yards. Like it's
giving me dirty socks on the ground. It's giving me paper towels with
underwear
old Pop-Tarts on there
with shit stains. Like it's giving me boxers with shit stains.
Boxers with shit stains because he wore them for 4 days in a row because he didn't do his laundry.
It's just I don't think they are good at
smell
sex.
Of a locker room.
It's so bad. Like you open the bedroom door and it's just like
it's like
damp,
sweat.
Damp.
Yeah, it's like you're like What are you doing in here?
Yeah, like, oh.
Wash your fucking clothes and your feet.
Like, when's a good question to ask someone is, when's the last time you washed your sheets? And if it's longer than 2 weeks.
Yeah, you should never go more than 2 weeks.
First of all, it's bad for the sheets. Like, I have linen. And
yeah, literally.
you have to get
1,000 count. It's got to, like, be washed.
Everyone has skin oils on. Even if you just took a shower before bed, you're going to get oil on the sheets.
Yeah,
like, it
sweat.
breaks it down.
You sweat.
You sweat. You've got to wash your sheets. Straight guys don't wash their sheets. They do not.
No, they're throwing on the same bed skirt.
Last month, 2 months ago.
It's bad, especially when you're in your early 20s. But for some reason, that's who I'm attracted to.
Same.
But
God damn it.
yeah,
It's so annoying.
I don't know where we were with this, but
And then I do think I do think most gay guys are repressed because of how we grew up.
we're scared too.
So yeah, like unzipping a pant. There are certain moves that a guy can do that both of us are instantly gonna be like, oh, are you fucking kidding me?
So yeah, there is certain looks, there's certain things that they can do.
Oh my God. And it makes us wild. We get feral, as Gen Z says online.
I mean, the minute I want it, though, yeah, you're right. Because even
there
if
are
it takes
certain
you
little things,
even
you're
if
like,
even if you're the type like me who like I have to,
you have to chase. You don't want. You got to be chased.
I want to be chased, but I also
you'll
want
turn into a chaser if you see certain things.
Oh no, for
There's
sure.
I've seen you around
the
straight
chaser.
guys, like
you
when
know
we were
the
in
chaser
Las
mode.
Vegas, when we were in LA.
Honey.
Like, all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, bro. Like, and I'm like, oh my.
I'm not being chased anymore. When I'm being chased, I don't even look at you.
No,
or I'll look at you and
all.
go.
You're like, let's not talk to them. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I always say don't
like,
talk.
okay,
and then guess what?
fine.
They come up to us.
And they do. It does work.
It's just your style. So I think I guess that's really the answer. Is that the answer? The answer is that most of the edibles hitting. Sorry, the answer to this riddle, Thatcher, is that there are different styles, and just because you're not overly sexual doesn't mean you're not sexual. It just means you haven't met the right one. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Mrs. Ruth.
Thank you.
Who's that
Thanks
old
for calling.
sex advice column is like Ruth something.
Ruth Gator Binsberg.
Ruth Gator Binsger. You didn't even say it right.
Dr. Ruth?
Dr. Ruth. That's it. Yeah, Dr. Ruth.
There's also like Ask
Gator Binsberg.
Amy or something. It's like,
what are all these?
Dear Amy, my husband just came out gay. What? It's like, girl, like ask Tiffany.
I think it's more common than we know. Like, think about how many gay men I know who were married previously.
Right.
So many.
How many of us fuck pussy?
Currently,
I'm telling you,
I know so many straight men who are not fully straight.
If society told us the truth, and you had to tell, like there was a way to tell.
Oh, that'd be so cool if you like
a mark,
a breathalyzer, like you're.
Or you have everybody who likes to suck a dick has a little mole right here, not really mole, but just like a little mark.
Now we're entering into Nazi territory.
Oh yeah,
we're like, let's mark everyone that's gay.
No, but I'm just saying, like if it was like some people with blue eyes,
right?
You can't not see people with blue eyes.
Right.
You either have blue eyes or you don't. You can't. You could wear contacts though and hide them. And that's what the closet cases do. But there's more blue eyes than the people. You know,
they
what
put
I mean?
on a football jersey to pretend they're straight, but in reality, they want to suck dick.
They want to suck dick, but they're still gonna fuck their wife.
They want to climb in the trough at the OSU stadium and get pissed on.
Why do you think they all stand there like?
Yeah, they're like,
it's like,
oh, I gotta get another beer, bro. And then they act a little drunk, and their eyes go down, and they look at all their friends' dicks.
Dude, nice cock. It's
like you were working with. What are you working with? I mean,
you know, they all touch each other's dicks. It's
I
so
know.
hot.
It's I can't.
I just really want a straight fraternity like moment where I'm just like laying there, and they're just all over me.
Yes. Oh my God, that sounds fun. I could do that.
Just like
I would pretend I could Helen Keller through that.
I have something to tell you.
Wait, you have a new one. You're Terry Schiavo.
I am Terry. That would be more Terry Schiavo.
Yeah, that would be a Terry Schiavo.
Just be like, but Schiavo's this.
And that's what you were doing in New Orleans.
I always Terry
You were
Schiavo.
like, I am paralyzed.
When?
You were like, you told me that guy was good. You were like, you told him.
I just was like, you're doing everything. I'm not doing anything.
You Terry Schiavo'd someone.
When you don't want to recip, that's called the Terry Schiavo.
I don't want to recip.
Now, I do have one other little thing to tell you.
Okay.
I watched, before I went to the bar on Saturday night, I was watching My Friend Anne Frank on Netflix. It's a German video movie. It's subtitled or whatever, like dubbed.
Wow.
Or it's dubbed.
Oh, I love dubs.
I know.
They look so
girl.
It doesn't look good. It's like, just put the subtitles on.
So I have a new theory about Anne Frank.
Oh.
I think she was a whore. Sorry. I think she was a little 13-year-old slut.
Really?
She ended up going to the movie theater with the German boys.
Okay.
And so she had a friend, Hannah, not to get Hannah and Anna
Oh God.
Anna Frank.
You know they fought all the time.
Oh yeah, but Anne.
That's my friend Hannah. She's a fucking bitch.
Well, Anne was kind of a cunt, and Anne had a smart mouth. That's why she wrote the diary. If you will.
I believe it.
But apparently
she was conniving.
She kind of was. So I
Yeah.
just want to make a comment. If you've never seen that movie, go ahead and watch it because she's a slut, and you'll see it.
Now there's something that I just had a thought, and I shouldn't say this.
You should say it.
I just had like a tingle.
Why didn't they suck? Oh,
I just kind of that. I just had a tingle about thinking of like a blonde guy in a uniform. And I'm not saying what uniform, but I'm just telling you.
I'm not gonna lie.
I just thought of like the blonde hair, like combed over with a little gel,
and they have like a good jawline. They're tall. They're big hands.
Ripped.
They're like, oh, yell at me. Listen,
I don't
if that's the
care.
case, I'm putting on the Star of David. I don't care.
Yeah. Oh.
Which I heard something about you in the Star of David.
Yes.
Speaking of transitioning.
So I went to this Holocaust Memorial Day event with all these Jews for Peace, this group called Jews for Peace. Or Jewish Voices for Peace. I just fucked up the name because I'm watching
he's
you.
He's half Jewish.
Basically, I said as we were rolling up a sign, I was like, well, because one person was holding one end of the big sign, I was holding the other.
Is that why you said Canva?
We
they
both,
say they got
the
on Canva.
They made signs with Canva.
Yeah,
and they looked
really
really good.
I know.
I was like, these are good quality signs.
No.
Like, it was pouring down rain and they didn't get wet or it ruined.
Yeah.
So we're both rolling up from our ends, and I was like, are we rolling this up like a Torah, or are we rolling this up just like one side only?
Fuck.
So then later, like 20 minutes later, someone's like, now, do you have any Jew in you? I was like, not right now. Oh,
I did last night. Oh. So you're part Jewish.
There's actually, I work with a Jewish guy.
Listen, you know they're cut.
And that's
Jewish is
and
another.
He's pink too.
So I think a Jewish cock is really thick too. Like they're like kind of shorter, but they're thick.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa, what is that
like
hog?
Like, oh my God, look at that, ma'am.
Ma'am.
So apparently I'm Jewish now because I knew the word Torah.
So you were there with
Sabrine, and then like this
you
group,
were like
Jewish Voices for Peace.
So you were like Palestinian representing.
Yes.
Saying, okay.
Well, the Jews there were wearing Palestinian
Nobody wants it to happen, and
right. They're like all the Jews I know in my life hate the genocide right now. Like they hate Zionism, they hate Israel. And they're Jewish, so I don't want to hear that they're anti-Semitic from people. Like, fuck off.
Honestly, it's more about, like, let's just, like, work it out here. Like, what's the problem? I'm not even kidding. Like, I know that's, like, a high statement. I'm like, but, like...
What is this? Oh, I was like, is that Harley Davidson?
You know what's kind of weird is that you didn't grab
there's no tit. I know.
It's like, where are you?
I was like...
It's there still, but, like,
it's not... Like, normally I would be like...
grab it.
That's weird.
Honey, I'm
Where
hot.
are your tits?
They're gone.
Where have all the titties gone?
My tits are gone. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna give them to you. I can't wait for you to be the fat friend. It's gonna be so fun.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Literally, like I can't wait for Park City in the hot tub.
I'm gonna be a little insecure probably, but it's fine.
Well, you'll have a friend there who can.
Trust me, if this is on notice for anybody who is listening, I'm gonna absolutely
be a whore.
Be a fucking whore in Park City.
Well,
so
if you have family status, so you're able to invite anyone you want to come back and visit.
Literally,
because it's your place for the week. You're in charge.
Also,
so
not to like
texty.
I don't want to like
drive on up.
I don't want to brag.
They can go down. They can come from the parking lot. They can go right down to the hot tub.
Honey,
just go down the steps, go around the back. Into the hot tub.
Do you want to really come to my mansion? How about we go to yours?
Oh, that's
what I want to do.
Wait,
I want to go fuck somebody on the mountain.
You could be like, well, I mean, you could come to our place, but
yeah. It's on. We'll go up there.
Oh, the mountain people are.
Oh, when you go higher up, baby, they're bigger. Everywhere. Now, like the Killer's lead singer lives there, so I'd fuck him.
Oh, I just felt like a I'm gonna be naughty feeling. So I'll drive you. I'll be your chauffeur, just so I can see what's what. I can sit in the family room and wait. And I'll spy.
I'll film it. And I'll be like, oh, fuck! I'll be skinnier.
Yeah, you're gonna have to bottom.
I'm gonna have to be an OnlyFans.
Oh my God!
Once I get skinny enough, I'm gonna have OnlyFans.
Do it. You should.
From fat.
You could do it now.
From fat to fuckable.
You would be making money.
Listen,
because I showed you the people who in Columbus who have OnlyFans right now.
Yeah,
and
which we need to discuss that.
I know.
I think that's the next thing.
That's our next.
That's the next topic right here.
We've got to bring it up. It's out of control.
We've talked about it kind of in ways, but we really need to discuss your faces and your bodies.
Because there's one that happened today.
It's every day that we see somebody with a. Let's get into it.
And I think we can use mean,
I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I don't want to ruin anybody's life, but we'll find an example of somebody like not.
We could use from the shoulders down, but then we can't show the face.
The problem is this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to sit online, and there's a few examples. You always are really good at finding the examples.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have them all.
There's two in particular that we're just going to talk about, but not talk about. We're going to talk about. Now, when you take a picture and you're, all beefy and you're like ripped and like, oh, you're so fucking hot, and you're taking the picture. What's the head down, looking up with a backwards hat? Like, you really can't see what's going on.
When you're telling people that you're 5'10" on your Instagram story, but everyone and you're 5'6", maybe 5'7" on a good day with heels. And we've seen you out a million times, so we know you're not 3 to 4 inches taller, but you're putting your weight and 5'10".
Also, I'd like to discuss the fact that I don't know if you're using Photoshop or not, but your head is like way smaller in person than it is on your picture. Sorry.
It's like
oblong. And it's like awkward.
It goes out at the forehead part.
I look at him
when you go straight on, it goes out.
When I look at him online, I'm like, he's hot.
Right.
When I look at him in person, I'm like, you are not.
You go to
hot.
AWOL and it's like,
this is the problem.
So you're single, yeah, right.
This is what I'm talking about.
By the way, that whole group is single. Like,
well, of course,
the girls are all.
Well, are those the girls? Mm-hmm. Well,
yeah.
Listen,
there's a reason.
Listen, when you have a body, you usually don't have a face. Sorry,
and we went over the rule, the criteria.
The rules. There was a porn star there. What was his name? Hold on, Ben Roman, like something Roman.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Something Roman. He was at the bar, but this is him.
Oh God.
On his phone, like fucked up, and nobody was talking to him. I'm like, well, look, even a porn star can't get dick. So
I know.
But again, when you see him in person, you're like,
it's because when you're in person.
So everybody that does OnlyFans, everybody that sees these pictures of these people online,
it's all pretend.
It's all pretend, and I really need it to be addressed. I really need.
If you want an authentic OnlyFans experience,
if you want authentic anything,
yeah.
Honestly, if you really want to talk about it, don't look at me like I'm fucking ugly.
I know.
Like, girl, at least I can back it up.
This is turning into your rant from New Orleans.
I know. I'm getting hungry.
When you were like, I'm getting hungry. I added a cup.
Hungry. I'm getting Clidia.
Clidia.
I'm sorry. That's actually should be a drag name.
Clidia. No. Well, one of the OnlyFans gays here in Columbus is Claire Midia.
One of the girls.
Well, now he's semi-attached.
They're trying.
Everybody
wants to be in that clique, and I'm like, you guys are ugly.
They really are trying.
So,
and I showed you like Daddy Mike, and like
they're not cute.
I know.
They're not fucking cute.
Like it's giving circuit gay. It's giving.
Oh my God! Speaking of circuit,
honey. It's getting worse and worse. Every time I look at a group of circuit gays now, I'm just like...
Have you heard about the cruise that like 6 people have died?
Wait, what? No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Because I know people who were like, well, I knew remotely
GHB
people going.
Overdosing.
Oh my God.
What is it called?
Atlantis.
Atlantis.
How does this cruise not get shut down? Like every year, don't people die every year?
Well, and this might be the...
Is it deserved? I mean, I didn't say that.
Another person dies... Another person dies on world's biggest gay cruise. Another person is the... Okay.
And we're wondering why they're raiding our bars in Seattle. Like
in a tragic development during the world's biggest gay festival at sea, a passenger aboard the Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas, chartered by Atlantis Events, unexpectedly died last week. Oh, is that the GHB?
Unexpectedly.
Targeted gay man. The death occurred during the Oasis Caribbean party or Caribbean cruise. Death on board. It was unexpected and not suspicious.
Right.
So, to all my gays in the Atlantic cruise, please be careful and look out for one another. My brother, 36 in Chicago, was on the Atlantis cruise. My brother died Wednesday morning around 3:30 a.m., I think, on the cruise ship. We have received hardly any information from the cruise line.
Yeah, because they're not going to tell you it was all the drugs.
GHB.
Yeah, it literally like... He was fucked up.
Gays.
They probably perfed his rectum because he was taking so many loads at 3:30 in the morning.
Now, if you do
unexpectedly
get on Twitter and you Google this cruise,
event,
there is literally all the OnlyFans creators are on there.
Oh yeah, they're all on there trying to make content, and it's like, but it's the same. It's like,
ugly.
Yeah, you're fucking someone on the deck of a cruise ship. We get it. Like you've done it every year. It's the same ugly harness.
I think this is why I like try to refrain from hooking up with people because I don't want to ruin myself because I can hook up with anybody anytime I want. Well, not anybody, but
as they do. Yeah,
but like that's what they do. It's like how are you? Aren't you bored of coming with random people? Like I want it to be a thrill.
I want it to be a hot person.
First of all, it needs to be a hot person. I'm not just gonna. Well, and that's a lie because sometimes when you just need it, you can get an ugly just to suck your dick.
It's like
and
I
you
don't
tear
want to
Shivo.
sound all high and mighty, but
I mean, sometimes you just got to
we've
tear
all
Shivo.
accidentally hooked up with.
Or
an
actually,
ugly
that's when you
couple
pull
from the Abbey.
Well, and that's when you pull like a Helen Keller and a Terry Shivo. You don't want to see
eyes,
it. You don't want to hear it. You're just like there, and then you're like some hot. And then it's so weird out. You're like, thanks. It's like,
and then they just leave. Like, what happened?
I told him, I said, I'm not sucking your dick. I'm not touching you. No recept.
So they just like get up and leave, or like
yeah, he sucked my dick, and then that was it.
Wow.
Bye, thank you. And he probably went
jerked off in the hallway,
or looked for more dick to suck and just have come on his throat and then eventually come.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't really care. Thank you so much.
It's incredible.
It's incredible. These people are fucking incredible.
The gay population is really incredible.
Honestly, we are the pillar of the communities.
Yes, we are stand-up citizens.
Actually, gays are like kind of getting out of like the limelight. We're sort of like boring now.
We are.
We're kind of like straights.
I know.
It's all about the trans now.
I know.
Trans movement.
They've taken over the trans.
They've taken over everything. So,
well, in this past week in Ohio, 2 of the lawmakers who were behind banning the healthcare for children have now decided that the end game is to ban trans healthcare for adults. They have this on tape. And they admitted, that's
Michigan.
us.
It was like 2 Michigan Republicans and 2 Ohio Republicans. Like
the end
game is actually just to fucking eradicate it. Okay, so that's like
eradicate.
I mean, like, what is that called? That's there's something else called for it. I thought when they like get rid of
eradicate.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just making up words. I don't know if you are. So yeah.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
Another thing that we need to rant about gay people, and I have the picture, which we'll both look at. You already saw it earlier, but we need to look at it again to refresh ourselves.
Was it Bert? You know what that guy looks like? Bert from Bert and Ernie. Yep. Yeah. Oh,
so this guy actually,
he's kind of hot.
Well,
no
he used to play Major League Baseball. So I mean, there's that.
Oh, that automatically.
But what happened? What had happened was.
What happened was.
Basically, I don't know if he was always out, but he like came out and now he's like
super gay.
Fucking gay.
I hate that.
He's wearing outfits like this. Like, why is it so tight that I can see the pants underneath your shirt?
Like I see your nipple, your pants, and your dick. It's fine, but
not even dick. That's just that's the pocket outline. I mean, that's kind of that's just like
a little head,
possibly. But then like, ew.
So for me, it was the shoes.
It's like camo leather,
but
then like the boyfriend is also wearing just like ugly loafers. Like that's at least a better it's just to me like, so my rant is I see gay guys doing this all the time around Columbus. People are wearing outfits that they're trying to look nice and upscale. It's stylish, but it's not working. The outfit is not hitting. Like, and people are just like, oh yeah, he's always dressed well. And I'm like, well, it's not well. You're not dressed well just because you're gay.
Girl, just because you went to out of the closet thrift store and bought like some old 80s fucking jacket and you think you're so hip and cool. Girl.
But that's the problem is gay guys get a pass for this shit. If a straight guy wore something like that, we would be like,
my favorite thing is when straight guys do that. Right,
I know. And like, you go to Gallup Park, there's a ton of straight guys who work there that look like that.
You're like,
it's shit. It's just ugly. There's no other explanation. It's like, that is too tight. The pants are too short. They look like capris on you, but they're not meant to be. You're not wearing socks with your loafers because you think that's still in fashion, even though it's 10 years ago.
I was going to say, I feel like
it's
that's
old.
now
it's very old. Yeah.
Like it was in for a second.
It was for
like,
a little short.
Like 7 years ago.
Back when people were like, metrosexual was a thing.
Okay. That's a whole other problem.
That's like Queer Eye round 1, like before Netflix.
Yeah, that was like the old days.
So we're not doing the metrosexual look again. Like it's no,
we're doing athleisure, babe.
I know it's nice. Everyone's
more cozy
Lululemon
we get,
and just like stretchy, relaxed.
I can't do anything tight anymore.
Yeah, you can't.
Well,
you could.
Now I want to.
Actually,
of course.
you should.
Now I need to.
You can be metro.
I can be a little metro. I'm straight, but I'm gay.
Well, if you're gay, you'd get a pass. Like I said, like gay men are just ugly all the time, but get a pass because they're gay.
That's the other thing I'm kind of sick of too, is that like you do shit on purpose that it's like ugly as fuck, but yet somehow we're supposed to be like cute. Oh my god, that like bull ring that goes and attaches to your left shoulder blade is so hot, and it's like
some of these piercings these days.
I can't. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
I know.
I'm sick of it. I'm old.
You're
I'm
homophobic.
done. I'm homophobic. It's official. I hate the gays. Now, if you have a nice cock.
No, if you have a nice pink dick.
Yeah, pink. I'm not settling for anything else. Why would I? I'm most 40.
Why would I most 40? Okay, now there's some other
I need
things.
to see if I think I wrote something else down. But no, you pick, but I'm just. Oh yeah, I remember. I remember. So anyway, if you're a gay and you're trying to dress cool, don't.
Okay. Another thing that I'm really having to rant on and hate on.
So is
right
this
now,
a rant episode? I feel like.
Yeah, we
okay,
have to.
Fuck it.
We started with you getting stolen from.
Right. That's what this caused.
It's a rant
this. Yeah, it's a rant
episode.
episode. Sorry if you're offended.
Everyone should be ranting right now.
We should be ranting and not raving, according to the Atlantis Cruise.
Stanley Cups. I've got
Listen,
to bring this up. They've been around for how fucking long? And I didn't believe you until I went to work and saw how many people had them, and I was like,
they're carrying. Like,
how many of those do you have? And they're like 30. I'm like
30.
I'm like, so you need 30 water cups.
But you couldn't afford your light bill last month.
Oh my god, that.
But things are tight. Okay,
things are tight. This economy is terrible, apparently. But you're buying Stanley
favorite.
Cups.
It's like you have a Stanley
I love when
cup.
people complain about the economy. Like
it's terrible. And
the
they're
stock
like, where's my
market's at a
Stanley?
record high.
Yeah.
I'm like, your wages have been rising for the past how many years? And
No,
I
they
get
need to
it.
be more.
Inflation is bad.
Yeah, it
still.
needs to be more.
But it's
Did
now
you
at
hear
like
what
3%.
Biden's trying to pass.
What?
There's like a bill that they're trying to get passed that is the Salary Transparency Act.
Oh.
Where if you're a corporation or a company that's over a certain size, you have to show
what
publicly what
Yep.
everybody makes.
Agree. Fully agree.
Like OSU does that.
Yeah.
So you can go on there
They
right
should
now.
have to
If
do that.
you know somebody that works at Ohio
Oh, yeah.
State, just go on and look them up. You
And
can
I
see their
have.
salary. And I have. And that's what makes
I've
me
had
excited.
neighbors down the street, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Are you going to be my friend or not? It depends on your paycheck. And that's the bottom line. I'm not going to.
You do
deal
really
with
attract. Yeah, you do have to have 200 plus. Like
Honey,
I can tell. Yeah.
That's the only thing I roll with, babe.
As it should be.
This lifestyle.
We can't be going on trips with people.
Honestly, I'm like the poor of the whole group. Of all my friends, I'm the poor, and it's fine. It's always been that way.
We'll bring you along. We don't care.
It's because I'm fun and cute.
Right. Now, what's that noise? Are you farting or?
You like made a weird. Like,
No, moving the seat again. Oh, it's the seat. Okay.
My Palanon's kind of acting up.
Do you need the donut?
No, no, we're fine.
Like, I can't eat a donut. I'm on Wegovy.
I know. I'm like, donuts gross. I'm gonna throw
Donuts are gross. I think I need to do a crash course of Wegovy for 3 to 4 weeks before the trip.
No offense,
Like,
I will
it's
never
time.
stop.
No, I would never. I think I want to get back on it for good.
Like,
I love being
here's
skinny.
the problem, though.
I'm
you
sorry.
need to here's what you need to do, though. The problem is that you still try to eat your way through it, and you need to not.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did, because you kept getting sick. That's why you didn't like it. Oh, somebody robbing me again? Let's see.
No, I got sick even when I wasn't eating. I was throwing up.
I never was sick, but honestly,
I threw
you've
up
had
a-
some moments with your throw up.
Oh, yeah, it's been bad. What's that? So, yeah, Stanley Cups are all over the place right now. I don't understand why this company is famous all of a sudden.
I mean, there's a girl
But we're going from
crying.
one cup to another. Like, Yeti was a big thing for a while. Now we've moved on to Stanley. Owala is apparently the next thing. I don't want to spread that early, but get your
God, you're
Owalas
so
now.
in.
Get your Owalas now before they're sold out, and you
Yeah.
can sell them on eBay. But it's really just out of control. These cups are lined with lead, so if they get like a dink or like a cut in them, you might be drinking lead.
Which is fine. Lead paint,
go ahead.
lead makeup.
Most
Back
of these
in the
houses
day.
have lead
Well, not
everything.
this one, but
this
yeah.
one doesn't, thank God. But yeah,
That's why I only do new builds.
right.
Because they're so much better. Because in 20 years, I'm going to be like, did you ever
I
live in
know.
a house that
Literally.
was new build on this land?
They're gonna be like the drywall that they used 20 years
Yeah.
ago was filled with
filled
like,
with some cancer
PFAS.
ridden. And if you call lawyers now, it's like,
well, it's like BPA, like in like plastic lining.
can't.
All of a sudden, like now it's like BPA free. I'm like, so my whole childhood and
So my entire
most of my
life.
adult life, we've had BPA in what?
And all of a sudden it's a
it causes
carcinogen.
cancer.
carcinogen.
A carcinogen. My Clidia is showing. Sorry.
Oh, God, my little Clidia.
Hide your Clidia.
Everyone put their Clidias away. It's a beautiful name. No, it's not. It's not.
I can't let it go.
I can't either. So, in other news,
Yeah.
I want to talk about the situation with Republicans, but it's really just in general. I think people are fucking psychotic.
Yeah.
And it has to do with our girl Taylor Swift.
One source close to Donald Trump told Rolling Stone magazine that MAGA insiders were preparing to launch a, quote, holy war, unquote, against Taylor Swift. It looks like it's already started. Watch.
We have had enough of Taylor Swift for now.
She shouldn't be liberal. She should be a total conservative, given everything.
The Pentagon PSYOP unit pitched NATO on turning Taylor Swift into an asset.
Yesterday, she flew private from New York City to Baltimore. Yet she constantly talks about climate change. So just please don't believe everything Taylor Swift says. We're all begging you. I think she should just stick to her singing and let her love life be what it is.
The New York Times just speculated she's a lesbian.
A new poll shows 18% of voters are likely to vote for whichever candidate Taylor Swift endorses. Uh-oh.
Biden effectively has Taylor Swift as his VP.
A single post of hers led to 35,000 new registrants. That's arguably more power than the president.
She's sharing links. And her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, sponsored by Pfizer.
What's her stance on policy, economic policy, foreign policy?
I don't think that'll be.
So don't get involved. Don't get involved in politics. We don't want to see you there.
Oh my God.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
I've been seeing these stories.
So people are nasty. So you're not allowed. This is what she was talking about when she said, "Look what you made me do."
Yeah.
She can't be the good girl. She can't be the bad girl. She can't be the one that has this. She can't get an award because people want to rob her from that.
Yep.
She can't do anything without people being like, and this bitch is running the fucking, has brought in $300 million
just for the
additional.
in the NFL. I'm like, and you can see the bump. It's like, whoa, what?
It's a legit bump.
Like
There's
just
girls
like
that were,
$300 million, like just like that overnight. She's dating an NFL player. NFL makes $300 million. Like, how can they obviously don't hate it. But it's these right-wing nut jobs who are like, this is concocted. The Biden administration put Taylor Swift forward.
It's like, first
so that
of all,
people would tune in, and then she can tell them her message of voting blue. And it's like,
Where
really?
are you people
yeah,
at?
it's like, are you guys okay? Like, that's not what's happening.
No, they're not okay. They are not well.
They're not okay. They're not well.
It's bad.
They're living in an alternate reality.
It's so sad. It's like, but then I always get scared that I am in the alternate. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'm like, am I the one that's in the alternate? Like we both really passionately believe we're right. Except we're not stupid and we have all the rich people on our side.
Right. Thank God.
Like, I'm not going to go with the poors.
I would never. That's
why I'm surprised Donald Trump is actually.
I know. It's like,
girl, ooh, I just got like dizzy.
I noticed. I looked over and
like
you
a
were
little, well, all I had was a little cup of soup today too. So.
Cup of
We're on the final push, babe. I need 15 pounds. I got 15 pounds in 4 weeks.
Ooh. And it's like,
I did 3 last week. I have no fucking idea. I did 2 the week of New Orleans.
I can't believe you lost weight after. I know that part, honey. You're skinny.
Honey, it's happening. It's just eating my.
She's anorexic. I love how we're like making people anorexic, but it's like not a problem.
But also, I'm like so excited about it.
I loved it.
I'm okay with it. I do get a little dizzy though sometimes because
all the time.
I need to eat.
I do. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, so then they're also saying it's the devil, and like they're like,
I saw that.
Shit. I'm just like,
I saw a video on Twitter today. This guy was like, she's a witch, and here's how I know. And she performed a witchcraft thing on her stage, and she's connected to Billie Eilish, who's also a witch. And it's just like, and then Lil Nas X is a witch or a wizard or a warlock. I have no clue.
He's just a gay.
It's actually just because he's gay they hate him, but
it doesn't make sense to me. Like you're gonna bash somebody for being there with their significant other, but yet you're a Christian.
Right.
It makes no sense to me. Like she's literally supporting her partner right now. I know you don't like that word because you probably think it's associated with gay people. But also, like she stepped to the side when he was talking to his brother. Like she did not want to. She said to CBS, well, she could see. I mean, they have TVs in the fucking boxes. Right. She sees herself on the TV and goes, "Leave me alone," or something like that. Or like she does not want to be the. But she's been tipping those staff members really great. I love it. I think it's great for the NFL. And
I
now
want to sit in a box.
Well, now everybody's talking about the wives. Now it's like they need to come out with a show like the Football Wives or something. But I mean, that's
yeah.
I think they had
would
like
do that. Yeah, there was like that blonde one down in Atlanta. There was like a blonde chick who was married to an NFL player.
Oh, Corey
He was hot.
Oh, I love Corey Bierman.
He was so. I know. But
that ginger cock.
It's
pink as fuck. His balls are pink.
Wait,
why do I like pink?
Have you seen them?
I can just tell. I can just tell.
No, I could tell too, but it was so plausible. I was like, "Wait, you've seen them?"
It's the hair color for me. It's the strawberry blonde is so hot to me. I just can't.
The latest conspiracy theory is that after the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, he's going to propose to her on TV, and that's how she's going to get everyone to vote for Biden.
Good. I hope it fucking happens.
How funny would that be if that does happen?
What are you doing? You just won the Super Bowl. What are you doing to Disney? Like, I'm taking my fiance to Disney. Good for her. Good for him.
Get it, girl. Get it, girl. And then they visit the White House. So you know what that means. Taylor Swift goes to the White House.
Boom.
So,
and it's right probably before.
But this means the Chiefs.
It'll be this summer.
But they think that like the NFL is fixing the game so the Chiefs win, so that this happens. And it's like, no, guys, like that's not.
Yeah, I'm
the
so
Chiefs
sick
could
of.
lose. Like,
I'm so sick of conspiracy
theories. The
theories.
conspiracy. They don't even hold up anymore. They're just, where are the good ones? Like,
well, there's somebody who keeps talking about this. Like
Bush did 9/11. Like, where are the good ones?
Listen, I just heard something.
Actually, Netanyahu.
Have you heard about Donald Trump's phone call to a news station during 9/11 saying how he can't believe the stock market's closed and shit? It is terrible.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and he's like, well, now my building's the tallest building. Dead ass serious. Mid
terrorist attack.
Mid.
I said, how could a plane, even a 767 or 747 or whatever it might have been, how could it possibly go through this deal? I happen to think that they had not only a plane, but they had bombs that exploded almost simultaneously, because I just can't imagine anything being able to go through that wall. Most buildings are built with the steel is on the inside around the elevator shaft. This one was built from the outside, which is the strongest structure you can have, and it was almost just like a can of soup. I just think that it was a plane with more than just fuel. I think, obviously, they were very big planes. They were going very rapidly, because I was also watching where the plane seemed to be not only going fast, it seemed to be coming down into the building. So it was getting the speed from going downhill, so to speak. It just seemed to me that to do that kind of destruction is even more than a big plane, because you're talking about taking out steel, the heaviest caliber steel that was used on a building. I mean, these buildings were rock solid. And, it's just an amazing thing. This country is different today, and it's going to be different than it ever was for many years to come.
It just goes to show you. I really like your mustache right now. I think you need to keep like the mustache regardless of like the beard situation. The mustache has got to stay. Sorry. So yeah. Anyway, I'm just like a kind of this is a random
Matt
episode
asked me if I had a cookie duster when we were in bed the other day,
and that makes me
right
want to
before he
shave
fell
it.
asleep. He was like, "Do you have a cookie duster?"
No, it's my pussy tickler.
Womb broom. The womb broom. Oh God! I mean, what do you even do down there? Everything's just mushy.
Ew.
You know what I mean? It's like
you just put your whole face there and pray.
I think that's what
the straights do. They're like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, you're supposed to do the clit, but straight guys are like licking the vagina for sure.
Listen,
they're all licking the vagina.
I'm so
it's
glad
like the clit's up top.
I'm
up
glad
top.
I never ate a pussy, because I would have been licking inside the vagina. Bro.
I always forget like where the pee hole is in relation to the vagina hole and the clit.
It's
I think
all
it's in the
kind
middle,
of right there
at one place.
It's like close. Everything's real close right there. I don't fucking know.
That's why they get UTIs.
I don't. Well, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know where the clit's at.
It's at the top.
It's like at the hood.
Is that the hood? It's, honey, we're in the hood.
I fucking hate the
We're
hood.
in the Clidia hood.
Clidia.
The Clidia hood.
Name.
I know. How is that a name?
Oh, this poor girl. But it's
this
the
whole
adults.
episode.
It's the adults.
It's the adults are mean and bullies. They're bullies.
It's like, oh my God, this is so mean, by the way.
I don't like planning. How am I supposed to know that I'm going to be hungry at 2 o'clock tomorrow or something? Like, I don't, that. So when people try to plan things, I don't know if I'm going to feel like doing that the next day.
I am.
You.
That is
so
me
you.
to a fucking T.
You're like, yeah, let me see. And then I'm
can
like,
we just like talk about it and play it by ear?
It's like, no.
I mean, it's
I'm the opposite. I'm like, no, I need to know at 4 p.m. we're going here. There's a lot of cock pics in there. Like, actually, it's unhinged.
There's a lot.
Like, who are we taking these for? Sniffies.
No, I just kind of sometimes I get turned on by taking pictures of myself. I send it to.
I think we all used to jerk off looking in the mirror. Like, we need to give tips on people how to take nudes.
Yeah, like honestly, okay. Here's
I can make your dick look 3 inches longer based on an angle. I can help you.
This is the problem, though.
Yeah. I know everyone does it, and then it's like a lot.
Well, I know
It's a lot, and then you're
I can tell now.
It's like. No.
Because
if you're taking it from the bottom of the ball sack as you lean
and
back,
you're like you can tell,
yeah,
and the hand's pushing down really hard, but your hand is not big. Like it's just not.
It's not going to work.
You can tell. You can just tell. So don't fake it. Just show your little cock, because we're all going to see it eventually anyway.
Yeah, if you're trying to hook up with me.
Right, like that's what I'm understanding. Like transparency is everything, because what are you going to do?
Yeah,
this is like,
you're going to walk in and be like, sorry, it's small
just
today.
kidding. Oh, it's cold. No,
I
you're
know.
just have a normal dick.
I know. When people say it's cold.
What
and
I'm more
like,
concerned about is that goddamn face that doesn't look the same from online.
Your dick hard should be the same all the time. So whether it's cold or not to
90%.
me is like.
Yep. Speaking of non-sexual psychopaths,
Oh my god!
This was just the amount of edible I need because I'm not like out of it.
You're not
snarky and like
you're
slutty.
being a bitch. I love it.
Being a little cunt.
Honey,
okay,
we're up there.
We're ready. We need to do our sundries. I mean, this whole episode was one big sundry.
I know. I'm like, I don't. Let me think.
I know. I wanted to think of a good one because I know there's some shit. Oh, I got a fucking sundry.
I have a sundry too.
Don't come at me again. It's about work. Just because I make a comment and I speak up about something, like let's just say, for example, somebody at one of our customers told me that there was going to be no more sections of this building.
Oh,
but all of a sudden, in my morning meeting, my boss goes, "Oh yeah, and there's supposedly 2 more sections of this," and I go, "Go figure." That's all I said. He literally looks at me and goes, he's laughing and he's like, and I'm not looking. I can see him in my peripheral, and I'm like, okay, I'm not looking at you. So I finally go, "What?"
Yeah, why?
And he goes, "You're just grumpy today."
No, I specifically talked to them.
Because I'm just making a snarky comment? No, it's called, I'm telling you, what is the lie? Where's the lie? First of all, I just said, go figure.
That's true.
Fuck you. You don't know what mood I'm in, bitch. And
you
then it makes me more grumpy.
So you had already talked to the customer before, and they said no more.
Yeah. So that's the example, but like, these are the kind of people that like, it's like, well, this is the narcissism coming out for him because he wants to get me. So that's why he wouldn't stop laughing. And people were looking at him like,
why is
are
he
you
still
going to
laughing?
address? Because then they looked at me like, are you going to address him because he's psychotic?
And you're like, I don't need to. Right.
I go, what? Like, it was,
it's like, what?
I'm not grumpy. And then now I am grumpy though, because now you're saying I'm, and actually that's like the second time or third time you said it in the past week. And I'm like, just because I'm not on board with your dumb bullshit.
Yeah, just because I'm not playing along and all like hunky-dory, smiling all the time. Like
sorry.
It's actually like, processes are fucked up here,
right?
And so
like, you're literally writing me like not in the way that I want. Especially and actually, I don't. I just want to see it, but
well,
I mean,
okay. Well, that's always good.
I want to see it because I want to know.
He probably show it because he's narcissist.
Well, he did this to me today, which is sexual harassment, which we just took sexual harassment.
Oh yeah,
training.
It absolutely is. Your boss.
Oh Jesus, the sexual harassment training.
I know.
They're like Ricky's gay. It's all about trans and gays and non-binaries.
Oh really? Is
now.
that what it is?
Yeah,
now?
I'm like.
Ricky has tits and a penis. It's like, well, Ricky's trans. Like, yeah.
Karen doesn't like it. Is this sexual harassment?
It's
like, well, yeah,
no, she's
but
just
like
normal.
Also, like, when do we draw the line?
I get it.
When do we draw the line? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm ready to draw the line.
It's like you're allowed to not like it.
Hi, I don't care if you have a dick and a pussy. I don't want to know what you're. I just don't care if you have a dick.
Oh, that'd be. You could literally fuck yourself.
You just have to have a little flexible one though.
There are
some soft cocks.
I've watched soft cock guys shove their dicks in their own.
Those
holes.
are usually the growers, or those are usually the showers.
Yeah,
because they can't get enough blood in there. It's actually kind of a weakness to have a big soft dick because that means you can't get enough blood in there.
And then when it's hard, it just hangs down like this.
And you're like,
it's always like, is it going to go up?
Yeah, no,
at all?
It's never that like rock hard. It's like kind of like, okay.
Yeah, it's just firm and down. I don't like that. That's not a look for me.
You have to hold the bait. You have to hold it to slide it in. It's like, no, bitch. I'm so hard I can just slide
when I
it
watch
in.
videos like that, I'm like,
awkward.
you have to pick it up and hold it in place.
So sometimes, it's not as good to be the hung one.
Yeah, they think it is, but
it's not. We see you in the bedroom. Sundry.
My sundry is attached to what we just talked about with Taylor Swift, but we've got to get rid of celebrity culture because people are expending so much energy on these fucking celebrities that are disconnected from reality, have nothing to do with us. They don't give a fuck
even
about us.
want
we
to
are
be
mud,
part of that.
mud on their shoes. Like this whole Nicki and Megan.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Beef,
yeah.
I'm like, who cares?
I
Who
know.
cares? Oh, Megan insulted Nicki's husband or something. I don't give a fuck.
Nicki's husband apparently is a child molester.
Yeah, he is. He's
a sex offender.
He's a sex offender. He's registered.
Yeah.
And then she's like making a rap about it.
I heard it. It's
so
not
I like
great.
read this article about it, and I'm like, why am I reading this?
Did you read it today?
Yeah, today.
I did because I listened
but
to both of them.
But it's been going on for like weeks. So it's like and people are literally invested, and it's to the point where like I read the article, I'm like, I don't care about this at all.
I'm like, well, Nicki Minaj is like older than me.
I don't care if Taylor Swift goes to a football game. I don't know who she's dating. I don't care.
And again, this is
because why does it matter? It's like, oh, cool, Taylor Swift.
I think it's a really
some
great.
billionaire
I
is
think
dating
it's
someone.
great.
Like, okay,
I think it's really great though that they show her, and I think she actually really is a good person. Like, I really truly believe it. Like, I think that's why she has so much pull, if you will.
Maybe
so much money.
I don't know because we don't know her. Like she's
we don't know her.
She has an image. Her team is she's carefully managed and shown a certain way, always dressed a certain way,
red lips
for a reason.
Baby.
For a reason.
Oh, her next
to make
like,
money.
Red lips.
Yeah, she's got to be a girl boss. It's like okay.
Have you seen the girl?
She could be a total cunt and we'd never know.
She could.
But that's what all celebrities
That's why don't
to me.
meet your, don't meet your heroes.
It's so pretend. We've got to crush celebrity culture.
We're pretend.
We've got to crush celebrity
Which
culture.
I had like people coming up to somebody come up to me and be like, hey, yeah, I listened to the show. And I was like,
yeah,
thanks.
We're famous.
We're famous here. And
wearing red scarves and we're feeling so high.
It says, what Taylor Swift sounds like to non-Swifties.
Back car in the back of the car and we're wearing red scarves and we're feeling so hard. Yeah, we know that we're going around. You can't talk to me no more. Men are so difficult. Oh my God, we're only red and we're feeling
This is so accurate.
and we are girls, 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 girls. We can't take it.
This is
Back car.
And
that's on
think
point.
about it.
I'm like,
she's
wait.
like, then I went to the car and I went and got my
Men are
jacket.
so difficult. It's true.
But the way it's like she can do whatever she wants, and people are like, "Oh my fucking God!
Have you heard the song?" I'm like, I've heard it.
Do do do. And it's like,
yeah. Somehow I've survived 2 years in a row without playing a Taylor Swift song from my phone.
I will say I did go through a little Taylor phase at the beginning of the end of 2023. Like literally just like a couple months
really?
ago. When her new or when 1989 came out, her version.
Everything is her version now. It's
Well,
like
yeah,
they're like she's releasing another album. I'm like, it's the same album.
I guess maybe
Like,
I'm
it's
just
the
into the
same.
fandom. I'm into it.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
into it. I
You've
think it's
always been a
cool.
fan. You've been making out with the used. You're always a fan.
I'm always a musician fan.
You're a
and
groupie. You're a groupie.
Honestly, if I had pussy, I would have been long on the road. I've been still on the road hard and put up wet. That's where that
You'd
comes
be like
from.
just touring with the Grateful Dead.
I would
like,
probably
you're like,
be a lot
fuck me."
lizard. I'd be like, ugh. I'd still been smoking.
Yeah.
I'd had that horse. I'd be like, back in my day when I was with the, they're like, how old are you? 39.
Yeah, they're literally like, so.
Does anyone want to fuck me? I'm a lot lizard. It's like, no. Okay.
Lot lizard.
That's what lot lizards were, old groupies. And
Do you know the only time I would want to be a lot lizard is when you are, what's it called when you're like going to a football game but you start a little early in the parking lot?
Tailgating?
Yeah, I want to be a tailgating lot lizard. Like I want to go from van to van.
I wonder if that's called
and just
something.
be like, hey boys,
From
you
tent to
excited for the
tent.
game? Got any beer? And then just like fucking suck off.
I mean, I
bunch
just
of
want to
men.
see all their dicks. Like, I wish we could find people to show us their dicks.
Oh my god,
that's all I want. I just
and
want
it
to
would
see
be
it and
kind
touch
of
it.
cold, so everything would be small. But like, that's
We'll make it look
okay.
big. We know how to make it look big on camera.
Oh my god, I want to be a lot lizard at a tailgating event.
We need to make a name for it. Not a lot lizard. It needs to be like.
Yeah, it needs to be better.
What's like
Sexy.
a
Oh my god, I want to try that.
Like a parking lot
attendant. I'm the attendant, and there's a toll. You have to show your cock.
Well, you have to pay, but either it's with cock or your cum.
I don't know.
First of all, I don't want the cum.
No thanks.
Yeah, you can hold your cum. Hold your cum to yourself.
Hold the cum. Hold the applause.
Hold the applause and hold the cum, because I.
Now, if it were Barron Trump, you would accept the cum.
Now, is he 18
Admit the truth. I'm calling you out.
If he's 18, I would suck him.
Oh, is he not?
I don't know.
I thought he was. I don't know, actually.
I think he's close.
Ask Siri.
Hey, Siri. How old is Barron Trump?
Oh.
He's almost there. He's 17.
Okay,
It's
sorry.
close.
You wouldn't do it then.
I would not do it, but I would at 18. I want that money. Or I guess
I would marry him.
fake
You'd have
money.
to get married. You'd have to marry. Well, yeah, it's all going out the window.
Yeah,
now.
it's like, is
like,
it
how
really
many more
money,
court cases
or is it
are you
all
gonna
like?
lose?
I feel like it's all just like
83 million.
He's like,
and
yep,
then-
I got all this money. People are like, believe him. So he just like owes all these
It's
people
like,
money.
I
and
don't
he's like,
think you have the money anymore.
well, let me see your bank account. Let me see your account.
I want to see the checking account.
Yeah, let's make that transparent.
Not stocks and buildings and other bullshit. Like,
Which, speaking
let's
of,
see the actual
on a
cash.
side note from me, my life,
Yeah.
my aunt is now at $165 million.
That's insane.
Like that's more than like.
That's insane. It's like what?
I don't know how in the past year because of the stock market going up.
It's insane. Yeah, that's why everyone's like the economy's. I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
it's like no, it's not.
You're just
You're
poor.
making shit
Yeah,
up.
like.
Let's go to the border.
Oh, the caravan.
can't.
It was like 20 trucks, actually. It was only 20 trucks, and they got their tires slashed. I can't. That whole
can't.
caravan, like, it fell apart. There's no trucks that went 20.
Oh,
And
I know what you're talking about.
They ended up in
the
Florida.
truckers for like.
No, just now this week, this caravan.
Are you talking about like the Mexican caravan?
Yeah, the ones going to.
How do they end up? Or are you talking about the people who are going
the
to
white
block?
people going to block.
Right, the truckers for Trump or whatever it is.
And it's like,
I actually saw that
no
in
one
person
went.
when I was in DC. And it was not
It's sad.
cool.
It's exactly what you'd expect. I'm
It's
sure.
literally everybody that you hate in your hometown.
Not a single tooth around. Just
you
like,
literally think about your worst, most country gas station / grocery store and walk inside. These are the people that want to tell you that you're stupid.
Yeah. And you're
I'm not saying because you're country you're stupid.
You're like,
I'm just saying maybe you haven't experienced life that much. Okay. And that's all I got to say about that. Call us 614-721-5336.
614-721-5336.
She's not doing so well at gmail.com.
This has been another episode of Not Well. I'm Jim.
And I'm Bobby. Follow, subscribe, review, and see you next time. Oh, show us your dicks.
I hate when you do that.
I do hate when you do that because I have to edit it every time. Show us your cocks when you see us in public.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Unless you want to get raided, like Seattle. I mean, they could raid AWOL, and yeah.